Hi, it's Pete from Pete's Nature. This is a third video in a series on solar kayaks. It's actually going to include one boat that's a little larger than a kayak, but if you're interested in solar boat technology, stay tuned. Today I'm joined by three good friends. That's John on the right, Frank, his brother, next, and Simon, and then that's me on the left. They introduced me to scuba diving 15 or 20 years ago, and now I get to return the favor with solar kayak design. Frank wanted his to fit in the back of his car, so he chose an inflatable boat, a little larger than a kayak. John wanted to carry his on a rack on top of his car, so he chose a kayak. I'll speed things up a bit while John sets up his boat. We're at Bartlett Lake, just outside of Phoenix, Arizona, and very hot day, probably well over 100.
Pulse width modulator.
And you
waterproof.
You bought this off
I
the
bought
shelf?
it all as this.
Pre-wired.
A lot of the ones they build themselves.
Yeah.
This one is waterproof, and I bought it just like this. It was like $60. And then it goes right there. So this is my stop. Once I get into the water, I'll loosen this and then bring it to here, and that should put the prop about a foot under the boat, I think.
First problem of the day is a broken solar connector.
See, this little gadget is a Bluetooth for the battery. It's like, I think $25 on Amazon. So, and then you have an app on your phone so you can keep track of how much power you got.
My battery actually has a built-in Bluetooth module. These apps are great to have. They give you a lot of nice detail about your battery and power usage.
So this is a Brooklyn Kayak BK12. It comes with the kayak seat, paddle, and motor. And that's a 36-pound thrust motor, so not as big as the motor that you and Frank have. Didn't really know what to do with the Bimini, so I rigged up this umbrella, and I'll tighten those straps up and open it up when we get out there and see how it works. Panel, solar panel is 130 watts, and it's designed when I'm on a beach to be able to elevate it for the sun. And I have a strap to tie it down to keep it from the wind blowing it off. That's a waterproof storage there, and then waterproof storage in the bow. Compartment there for anchor, dock lines in there.
Could have been a battery box.
It could have been, but you lose all that storage. And fortunately, the battery did fit behind the seat.
So the battery's inside that waterproof
Battery's
bag.
in here. That's a winch cover to keep the solar controller waterproof.
Okay. And
Life jacket.
we saw you wire it up. You have Frank had all his connectors built in, so you had one connection to the battery. You ended up with three.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pulse width modulator here. So the way this works is you got forward and reverse. Okay.
Okay.
This little cover, once I drop the motor, goes over there, covers that up, and then this locks the motor down. Storage up here.
Now let's join Frank as he sets up his inflatable. A cooler. We joked that one of us needed a boat big enough to carry a refrigerator, and Frank stepped up. Now this is a 200 watt panel?
200 watt.
All right.
Renology. I figured out this is how I...
Oh, nice.
So I attach it in 4 places, and then when I re-sewed the top to make it narrower, I left an opening here so I can run the cables through here.
Oh, cool. Nice and simple.
Yeah. Well,
once it's done.
Simple
Yeah.
is good.
Yeah.
See, the difference on his solar controller is he didn't want a separate box, and I think he needs to have a separate box so you don't have to touch those connections.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he won't have the problems. But that's why we do these shakedowns.
That's why we're here to do the test. Yeah.
Just like that.
Good.
So it just gives you an extra point of attachment. This is a inflatable KaBoat from Boats to Go. It is a combination inflatable and a narrower side, so somewhat like a kayak. It's got 4 main chambers plus an inflatable floor. I modified a Bimini that I bought from the same company, narrowed it down 18 inches so it fit correctly onto this size. I found a Renology 200 watt flexible solar panel that fit the top just perfectly. And I route the solar wires through here. They run down this extension and into the battery box. There's a solar controller inside the battery box that brings us back down to 13 volts because this puts out about 20 volts roughly. As soon as I plug the solar in, you should see another symbol right here showing that the solar panel is hooked up.
So that's a battery charge controller.
There should be a solar panel there, and there is.
Perfect.
So now it is charging the battery.
Very good.
That's the solar, and then the motor comes around here and plugs in here. I have a 50 amp breaker. There we go. So I can disconnect the power quickly without unplugging the, and we have a 100 amp hour lithium phosphate battery inside the box. And I have 2 oars just in case it doesn't work.
Just in case it all falls apart. How about that motor?
The motor is a 1 horsepower trolling motor. It can lower down, the handle can change position, and it telescopes. And this is a variable speed, so it has the PWM, pulse width modulator, built into it rather than having a separate one. And of course you got the and a 3-blade prop, which is pretty nice, give you a little more oomph. But I can quickly disconnect it. And we're set to go.
Couple of nice rigs. Big improvement over mine. Pool's open. Into Bartlett Lake we go for some test drives. Let her rip, Frank. Let me see what that thing can do. Oh, he's got a nice rig. That thing's moving. Throwing a wake. Here comes John. Well, he's moving along with a 38-pound thrust motor.
Hello, Peter.
Very nice, in the shade. Traveling in style. We motored around for about 45 minutes to an hour testing. Verified one of the things we like about solar boat technology. It's quiet and peaceful. Using a phone app called Guru, I was able to track my speed. I was running a little over 4 miles an hour typically. I think John was probably about 3.5. And Frank, I'm not sure, I think he could have gotten up to 5 or 6 with his. Frank's larger and more stable inflatable performed well during the testing, but John had a couple minor problems. A little problem, he lost his reverse, took on some water. Right now the reverse isn't working, but forward's working, so we're in good shape. Just that's why we're out here testing.
Hello, Pete.
Hello, John.
Room for the refrigerator.
Yay! Now notice I'm not running with solar today. I forgot a component I needed, and I also haven't fixed my steering problem that I mentioned in earlier videos. But it gave me a great chance to document Frank and John's great new designs. and enjoy the spectacular scenery. Meanwhile, back on shore, Simon cleaned up an enormous amount of beach garbage and he built us an Inukshuk to guide us home. Thank you, Simon. We were out for, I don't know, maybe 45 minutes and motoring around, and Frank's come back with 100% battery charge, so his solar panel generated as much or more than he needed today. So today you had leaks, and which may have affected your electronics. Not sure yet if that's connected.
That's supposed to be waterproof, so I don't know.
Yeah, so you lost your reverse, but everything else is fine, and you took on more water than you should be. So.
And Frank's solar connector broke, so we got to fix that.
Yeah, and we got to fix the connectors.
Yeah.
All right, but otherwise a successful trip.
We're alive.
I really hope you find this useful and inspiring in your own solar boat journey. This was a test. I had done an earlier kind of a prototype version of a solar kayak, and John and Frank have taken those ideas and taken them much higher. Lots of great YouTube content out there. I hope this is an addition to that. A few lessons learned. The PWM that John had trouble with, the manufacturer immediately said, we'll replace it, no questions asked, so that's good. They're going to fix the connectors on the solar design, and I think it was scupper plugs and weight distribution were the reasons he gained water. So all looks good. We're ready for our next test, and be sure to test your boats before you take them out on any major expeditions. That's what this is all about. Take care, everybody. Please subscribe and like so this content shows up on your stream in the future. I'll be adding to it as we go. Take care.